Emergency. Okay, what's she up to now? Day 416 today. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma, talking about what do you do when you discover a problem. Yesterday, late last night actually, I discovered that a page in my funnel, the most important page, the page I've been sending everybody to for weeks, all of a sudden has got a problem. And instead of linking to the video that is supposed to be on that page that explains what the page is about, it doesn't go to that page at all. It goes to a page in another one of my funnels, another one of my websites that has got absolutely nothing to do with the 30-day challenge or the Women's Summit or anything. And I have no idea how or why it's linking to this particular page. I started to troubleshoot it last night, but then the kids came home and we started having one of those deep life discussions that went till after 12:30, and I needed to get to bed because I get up at 4. And so I didn't fix it. I found the page that it's linking to. I found the funnel that it's in, but I still don't know why it's superseding and on this current page. I did test it, believe it or not. I did test it when I set up the system and the line and the funnel in the first place. And somewhere, and I don't know when it even happened, which is the worst part, all of a sudden it's going to a totally different page, a totally random page on actually a non-active funnel, a funnel that I'm not even using, or a project and a process that I'm not even using that makes no sense. So it goes from the 30-day challenge, where it's supposed to go to the 30-day customer challenge, information, video, and sales page. It automatically is routing over to a random page on my pajamagrandma.com, how to help people with, life coaching type stuff. It doesn't make any sense for where I've been sending people. And it's not on the same domain even. So that's on pajamagrandma.com, and Super Size Business is the domain that I'm working for this funnel. So something changed. I know that ClickFunnels that's the tool I use for building my funnels and my websites and things. Stuff changes all the time, and they're always making improvements. But sometimes when it changes, it has effects on our other funnels that we forget about or that we don't know about, and we're not aware of it. And that's why it's important. And I had a huge lesson learned here. You got to go in and you got to check your funnels. And when things are dropping off and not working, I couldn't figure out why my volume was dropping off on that funnel. And I just assumed it was something wrong with, my earlier stages in the funnel. And that's why it's important to do funnel audits and pay attention to what's going on kind of all the time or on a regular basis, maybe at least once a week, so that you catch things like this that happen or change. And sometimes things just happen or change or break, and we don't understand why. With all of our software, with all of the things that we use, Facebook, YouTube, every piece of software I've ever been in contact with has, at some way, shape, or form, had an outage or a downtime. No different than my ClickFunnels tool. And things that change in the background. Think about the Facebook algorithm. How often does that change? I think it's an artificially intelligence almost always changing thing now. So it makes it impossible to predict how it's going to perform. And even in my daily processing of, and I do it daily, I process my content, platforms change all the time. And it's just a matter, just the way they look, or the dashboards, or what you have to do to interact with them. It's always changing. So I guess I'm kind of kicking myself in the rear for thinking, why wasn't I paying attention to this isn't working? And how did I miss that this happened? And, today I'll hop on when I'm done creating my content for the day, because that's my most important thing to do today. That's my one thing. And hang out with my beautiful granddaughter who came sleeping. Yes. And she's sleeping while I can finish up today. But I got to figure that out. I'm going to have to figure that out, because nothing's going to happen with that until I get the link fixed, right? And figure out, why is it deferring to that particular funnel page? And I suspect I know the answer, but I'm not going to say it, because I'm going to go in and test and find out if that's it first before I say, okay, I figured this out. But the point is, stuff is going to happen all the time, and you're going to have to fix it and tweak it and change it and figure it out. And I am no different. And instead of freaking out now, if this had happened to me a year ago, I would have totally freaked out, and I would have beat myself up, and I would have been all mad and upset about, oh my God, how did this happen? How long has this been happening? What have I missed opportunity? And now I'm just like, okay, this happened. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed tonight. I'll wake up tomorrow. I'll do my videos. I'll create my content. I'll do what I have to do. And then as I'm watching my granddaughter, I'll figure it out. I'll fix it. And it's not the end of the world. It's never the end of the world. And things always happen for a reason. Maybe it happened for a reason so that I would slow down my roll with the project that I'm doing, but it's still frustrating. It's not super frustrating. It's just like, oh, how could I miss that? And when did it happen that I wasn't paying attention, that I missed it? And now it doesn't even matter, because does it really matter that I missed it? Not really. All I have to do is fix it and move on, fix it and move on. And our lives are a lot like that, where we can spend time commiserating and feeling bad about what is right now or what's happened in the past. That's not going to do anything to get us where we want to go, right? So why not just think about, okay, where do I want to go? What do I want this to be? This is the video I want to be appearing here. And it could be it triggered because the video is having a problem playing on YouTube. I couldn't get it to play on YouTube last night. So maybe there's something wrong with the video and I just have to reshoot the video and put a new video up, and that will solve the problem. But I suspect there's something else going on that's re-triggering that's got to do with domains, but it doesn't make sense because it's a totally different domain, right? So I might not be able to figure out why it's happening, but I will be able to figure out how to fix it, right? And that's the most important thing. A lot of times we don't understand the why of, and we certainly don't understand other people's whys, and we can't fix them. We can only make the changes that we can make. And I have to remind myself of that. I remind other people of it all the time. And our beliefs and things are 100% ours, and only we can change them. I have to remind myself of those exact same things, because last time I checked, I'm still a human being. So what are you working on today? I'm going to fix that little issue. I am going to continue to add and create content for the 30-day challenge. And we're on a 4-day period of building communications with brand new people. And why we're doing that is if we create a system and we put it in place that we use on every new person that comes through, we can tweak and improve that system and get consistent results. We can know what to expect if we put people through the same system, through the same steps, through the same process. Now, how we do that is going to be unique and special and different for each of us, but it's important that we do that. It's important that we do that, and we have a way of doing things versus just every person that comes our way gets dealt with differently. Because if every person that comes our way gets dealt with in a different way, or it goes through a different process or a different set of circumstances, that's the kind of results we're going to get out the other end. We're going to get chaos coming in, creates havoc in the middle, and chaos coming out, and chaos in our results. And we don't want that. We want predictable results. So we want to actually think about and plan out and strategize, how do we want to bring people into our organization? How do we want to bring people into our tribe, our family, our fold? And I've been super guilty of this in the past, just hodgepodge bringing people in, and that creates confusion and chaos, and they don't know what to do. So I'm going through this challenge just like everybody else, but I'm doing it with respect to women who have chronic pain, that want to get on the other side of that want to create the life that they want, that want to kill the chronic pain and be able to live life on their own terms, doing what they want, where they want, when they want, with whomever they want, and not having chronic pain stop them and prevent them from having the life that they deserve to have. So that's the group that I'm targeting with this challenge personally. And I am creating these communication pieces. I'm doing this right alongside everybody else to show that I can do it, and that we can do it anytime we want and for any different type business that we want. And maybe I should have picked a more fictitious thing, like I don't know, maybe a donut shop, or how to sell shoelaces. You know, maybe I have shoelaces, and how do I want to create customers for my shoelace company? Maybe I should have picked something more like that. I guess I'd love people's opinion on that. And maybe I'll do a couple of examples. I think of Jim Edwards and Funnel Scripts. He doesn't just give us one example of how we can use the tools that he's providing us. Sometimes he gives us 8, 9, 10 different examples of different types of businesses and scenarios we can use this same tool in. And maybe that's what I'll do, is instead of just doing the chronic pain example, maybe I will do a more concrete, physical, different example. Or maybe I'll do a restaurant or something, because there's lots of restaurants. Maybe I'll do a couple things like that, showing how to use the tools, showing how to create these communications, showing how to create this front end system of communications so that you could use it with anything and any business that you might be interested in pursuing. And so you can use it to test, because sometimes we get an idea, we get a bee in our bonnet where you're like, oh, I want to do this. This is an awesome idea. And then we test it and we find out nobody cares. Nobody's interested, or nobody wants to spend money on a solution for that. And to be honest, if nobody wants to spend money on a solution, then it's something that we probably don't want to pursue, depending on where we are in our business and our life and our development, sometimes we want to do things just to help people and it doesn't matter about the money. But other times we're in a situation where it matters about the money and we need to take care of ourselves first before we can share with other people. And so if you're in that situation, you're just starting out, you need to pick something that is going to be an exchange of value, that people will give you money for your solutions, right? But then down the road, maybe and with chronic pain, to me, it's more about helping people and giving back and the solution and getting them the opportunity to lead a better life than it is about the money. But other things I've done, like the restaurant things and the consulting, that's all about the money. It's not all about the money. I can help them solve a problem, but it's me helping them solve a problem in exchange for the money to make my life work. If that makes sense. I think it does. Go out, make it a fantastic day. I am going to do one more video and then go hang out with my beautiful granddaughter because I got to believe she's going to be waking up soon and want to play. I got to tell you, it is one of the fastest, easiest ways to stay young and to up my energy is by playing with this beautiful little girl. All right. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. What is something that you need to fix or that you can do? One thing that you can do to take action today that you know will make your life better. Just go out and do that. And if I can help you in any way with it, message me. Just get in touch with me. I'm easy to find. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere on the internet. I'm everywhere in the online world. On almost, a lot of social media platforms, just Facebook, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, Pajama Grandma. You can find me. It's not hard. All right. Take care. Bye.